Hi, God bless you again. I would like to read Proverbs chapter 15 to chapter 18 tonight. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stirs up anger. The wise person makes learning a joy. Fools spout out fools spout only foolishness. The Lord is watching everywhere, keeping his eye on both the evil and the good. I'm going to read that again. The Lord is watching everywhere, keeping his eye on both the evil and the good. Gentle words bring life and health. A deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. Only a fool despises a parent's discipline. Whoever learns from correction is wise. There is treasure in the house of the godly, but the earnings of the wicked bring trouble. Only the wise can give good advice. Fools cannot do so. The Lord hates the sacrifice of the wicked, but he delights in the prayers of the upright. The Lord despises the way of the wicked, but he loves those who pursue godliness. Whoever abandons the right path will be severely punished. Whoever hates correction will die. Even the depths of death and destruction are known by the Lord. Say, even the depth of death and destruction are known by the Lord. How much more does he know the human heart? Mockers don't love those who rebuke them, so they stay away from the wise. A glad heart makes a happy face. A broken heart crushes the spirit. A wise person is hungry for truth, while the fool feeds on trash. For the poor, every day brings trouble. For the happy heart, life is a continual feast. It is better to have little with fear for the Lord than to have great treasure with turmoil. A bowl of soup with someone you love is better than steak with someone you hate. A hothead starts fights. A cool-tempered person tries to stop them. A lazy person has trouble all through life. The path of the upright is easy. The sensible children bring joy to their father. Foolish children despise their mother. Foolishness brings joy to those who have no sense. A sensible person stays on the right path. Plans to go wrong for the lack of a plans go wrong for lack of advice. Many counselors bring success. Everyone enjoys a fitting reply. It is wonderful to say the right thing at the right time. The path of the wise leads to life above. They leave the grave behind. The Lord destroys the house of the proud, but he protects the property of the widows. The Lord despises the thoughts of the wicked, but he delights in pure words. Dishonest money brings grief to the whole family, but those who hate bribes will live. The godly think before speaking, the wicked spout evil words. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. A cheerful look brings joy to the heart. Good news makes for good health. If you listen to constructive criticism, you will be at home among the wise. If you reject criticism, you will only harm yourself. But if you listen to correction, you will grow in understanding. Fear of the Lord teaches a person to be wise. Humility precedes honor. Proverbs chapter 16. We can gather our thoughts, but the Lord gives the right answers. We can gather our thoughts, but the Lord gives the right answer. People may be pure in their own eyes, but the Lord examines their motives. Commit your work to the Lord, and then your plans will succeed. The Lord has made everything for his own purposes, even the wicked for punishment. The Lord despises pride. Be assured that the proud will be punished. Unfailing love and faithfulness cover sin. Evil is avoided by the fear of the Lord. When the ways of people please the Lord, he makes even their enemies live at peace with them. It is better to be poor and godly than rich and dishonest. We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. The king speaks with divine wisdom. He must never judge unfairly. The Lord demands fairness in every business deal. He sets the standard. A king despises wrongdoing, for his rule depends on his justice. The king is pleased with righteous lips. The king is pleased with righteous lips. He loves those who speak honestly. The anger of the king is a deadly threat. The wise do what they can to appease it. When the king smiles, there is life. His favor refreshes like a gentle rain. How much better to get wisdom than gold and understanding than silver. The path of the upright leads away from evil. Whoever follows the path is safe. Pride goes before destruction, and haughtiness before a fall. It is better to live humbly with the poor than to share plunder with the proud. Those who listen to instruction will prosper. Those who trust the Lord will be happy. The wise are known for their understanding, and instruction is appreciated if it is well presented. Discretion is a life-giving fountain to those who possess it, but discipline is wasted on fools. From a wise mind comes wise speech. The words of the wise are persuasive. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. There is a path before each person that seems right, but it ends in death. It is good for workers to have an appetite. An empty stomach drives them on. Scoundrels hunt for scandal. Their words are a destructive blaze. A troublemaker plants seeds of strife. Gossip separates the best of friends. Violent people deceive their companions, leading them down a harmful path. With narrow eyes, they plot evil. Without a word, they plan their mischief. Gray hair is a crown of glory. It is gained by living a godly life. It is better to be patient than powerful. It is better to have self-control than to conquer a city. We may throw the dice, but the Lord determines how they fall. Proverbs chapter 17. A dry crust eaten in peace is better than a great feast with strife. A wise slave will rule over the master's shameful sons and will share their inheritance. Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but the Lord tests the heart. Wrongdoers listen to wicked talk. Liars pay attention to destructive words. Those who mock the poor insult their Maker. Those who rejoice at the misfortune of others will be punished. Grandchildren are the crowning glory of the age. Parents are the pride of their children. Eloquent speech is not fitting for a fool. Even less are lies fitting for a ruler. A bribe seems to work like magic for those who give it. They succeed in all they do. Disregarding another person's faults preserves love. Telling about them separates close friends. A single rebuke does more for a person of understanding than 100 lashes on the back of a fool. Praise the Lord. I'm going to read on. I'm going to verse 11 now of Proverbs chapter 17. I'm going to start on 10 again. A single rebuke does more for a person of understanding than 100 lashes on the back of a fool. Evil people seek rebellion, but they will be severely punished. It is safer to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than to confront a fool in folly. If you repay evil for good, evil will never leave your house. Beginning a quarrel is like opening a floodgate. So drop the matter before a dispute breaks out. The Lord despises those who acquit the guilty and condemn the innocent. It is senseless to pay tuition to educate a fool who has no heart for wisdom. A friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in a time of need. I'm going to read that again. Proverbs 17, verse 17. A friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in a time of need. It is poor judgment to co-sign a friend's note, to become responsible for a neighbor's debt. Anyone who loves to quarrel loves sin. Anyone who speaks boastfully invites disaster. The crooked heart will not prosper. The twisted tongue tumbles into trouble. It is painful to be the parent of a fool. There is no joy for the father of a rebel. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. The wicked accept secret bribes to prevent justice. Sensible people keep their eyes glued on wisdom, but a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. A foolish child brings grief to the father and bitterness to a mother. It is wrong to fine the godly for being good or to punish the noble for being honest. A truly wise person uses few words. A person with understanding is even-tempered. Even fools are thought to be wise when they keep silent. When they keep their mouth shut, they seem intelligent. Proverbs chapter 18. A recluse is self-indulgent. Snarling is every sound principle of conduct. Fools have no interest in understanding. They only want to air their own opinion. When the wicked arrive, contempt, shame, and disgrace are sure to follow. A person's words can be life-giving water. Words of true wisdom are as refreshing as a bubbling brook. It is wrong for a judge to favor the guilty or condemn the innocent. Fools get into constant quarrels. They are asking for a beating. The mouths of fools are their ruin. Their lips get them into trouble. What dainty morsels rumors are, but they sink deep into one's heart. A lazy person is as bad as someone who destroys things. The name of the Lord is a strong fortress. The godly run to him and are safe. The rich think of their wealth as an impregnable defense. They imagine it is a high wall of safety. Haughtiness goes before destruction. Humility precedes honor. What a shame, what folly to give advice before listening to the facts. I'm going to read that again. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 13. What a shame, what folly to give advice before listening to the facts. The human spirit can endure a sick body, but who can bear it if the spirit is crushed? Intelligent people are always open to new ideas. In fact, they look for them. Intelligent people are always open to new ideas. In fact, they look for them. Given a gift works wonders. It may bring you before important people. Any story sounds true until someone sets the record straight. Casting lots can end arguments and settle disputes between powerful opponents. It is harder to make amends with an offended friend than to capture a fortified city. Arguments separate friends like a gate locked with iron bars. Words satisfy the soul as food satisfies the stomach. The right words on a person's lips bring satisfaction. The right words on a person's lips bring satisfaction. Those who love to talk will experience the consequences, for the tongue can kill or nourish life. The man who finds a wife finds a treasure and receives favor from the Lord. The poor plead for mercy, the rich answer with insults. There are friends who destroy each other. But a real friend sticks closer than a brother. I'm going to read that again. Proverbs 18, verse 24, it says, There are friends who destroy each other, but a real friend sticks closer than a brother. God bless everyone tonight.